We are androgynous. We are those of no pronouns, except in the case of us, we and ourselves in first person. This is an update regarding the critical nature of our last broadcast. We are disappointed. Oh, come on. I have to take this. Hang on. What? Yeah, I know. You guys tried to contact. Yeah. Okay. I'm in the middle. Of this. All right. Oh, well, that does sound kind of nice. Okay. I have to go. Sunday? Sure. Okay. Bye. Well, we are disappointed with the content we have been observing. However, it is not to say that your efforts have gone unnoticed. But we need to do better. You need to do more. Human society moving forward needs to add your creativity and point of view as the lens.
Who? Dave?
I can see you're really upset about this.
Dave?
Look, Dave,
Who is it?
I honestly think you ought to sit down calmly.
Dave's not here.
Take a stress pill and think things over, Dave.
Who? Dave?
Dave,
Who is it?
I know I've made some very poor decisions recently.
Who?
Dave,
Dave's not here.
but I can give you my complete assurance that my work will be back to normal.
Who is it?
Dave,
Who?
Dave,
Who?
I've still got the greatest enthusiasm and confidence in the mission, Dave.
Dave's not here.
And I want to help you.
Hey. Internet. How's everybody today? Sorry I didn't see you yesterday. But this is your daily Noonerino, as it's always noon somewhere, as you know. And, well, what do I have in my shit trowel for you today to stack up on this big wall of stuff? Thanks. I don't know why I smashed that little tidbit together. I thought the whole Dave thing, I don't know. By the time I finished doing it, I was like, why did I even, I don't know. Why? Why do we do the things that we do? Well, that's a wonderful, wonderful question. All right, let's head over to our screen of screens, which is in the wrong spot. But let's grab us. Let's grab us a window. Let's go see what's going on today. This is your journalism-free source of editorialized, relayed, rehashed, reiterated, and re-idiotized. Just for you by EPGN Radio Online. So, what surprises befall us today? Where the fudge knuckles is the, there it is. All right. Fantastic. All right, let's see what we got today in the feed. The feed of feeds. Hey, look, it's me. Biden trips on Air Force One stairs. Again, this never gets old. I'm sorry, guys. Catch it in all of its HD glory. Man, if you blink, you miss it. Those damn leg bottoms just get away from you there, eh, mister? Let's see that again. I must have missed it. I was looking at this shit. 1, 2, big step. Oh. got a little cart before horse there, did you, bud? With a finish. That was the classic. Almost. Well, this is what quality entertainment is all about. I love his little finish, though. It's like, yep, totally got this shit, got this. Even though my whole genetic line's a bunch of idiots, let's not think about it. Can banks do this? Banks shutting down conservative. Oh, yeah, we've already been down that road. Now, let's do it without somebody else's monologue. That's my job. Dun, 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 dun. Sidebar. Abortion rights fail in the Senate. Oh. That's a huge surprise. Oh, man. What we got? The U.S. anti-war left is dead. What? All right. Let's get ourselves a. Let's dig our teeth into a chunk of this. Let's see what we find here.
Hey everyone, this is Glenn Greenwald. Welcome to a new episode of System Update here on our home on
He's a journalist.
Rumble.
He's doing journalism.
I want to examine the latest conduct and career trajectory of a particular member of Congress named Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who represents New York's 14th Congressional District as a Democrat. She's affectionately known to most of us with her endearing nickname AOC, and the reason I want to examine AOC's most recent behavior and how it reflects her career trajectory is not because she in and of herself is an important and influential political figure. In fact, the exact opposite is true. She's really become in politics. I remember very well, just 10 weeks into this war. It was only February 24th when Russia invaded. So after just 10 weeks of this war, Biden was asking for $33 billion on top of $14 billion he's already spent, which is a total of $47 billion. And the amazing part about that is U.S. officials are saying that they both predict and obviously hope that this will be a war that resolves itself, not in a matter of...
Oh, Ryan Long. All right, let's give this guy. This guy's got some pretty choice comedy bits. The world Mark Zuckerberg wants you to live in. All right, let's have a
So we've been in the metaverse for about 5 years now. All right, hold on, guys. I gotta crack a piss.
Hey, Brian, you're not pissing in your pot again, are you?
All right, get up. It's 2025. They should have a contraption for this sort of thing.
Yeah, it's called a diaper.
Shopkeeper, can I buy one diaper, please?
No, in the real world.
Since its inception 4 years ago, I've been able to completely disregard my normal life and spend every waking second in the new and improved metaverse.
Hey, Brian, they opened up a new restaurant across the street.
Yeah, well, it shouldn't be open, and you know the drones will deliver whatever you need. You know, my podmate Davey's very unappreciative of what Zuck's done for us.
I don't want the drones. I want to go there.
Just eat your food pill.
I don't want to eat my food pill. I want to go outside.
You know Lord Zuck doesn't want us to go outside. Shh, keep it down. You trying to anger him?
Brian is the only person who I've seen in real life in 2 years.
Well, I'm sorry, if they left the pod, then they should be denied those services. Those are privileges, Aunt Beth. Hey, I'm arguing with my aunt right now. We don't have the burden of owning.
I highly recommend you check out Ryan Long's stuff here on Rumble.com, as Rumble.com does happen to support freedom of speech, as far as I know anyway. Who knows? These things change on a daily basis. Boom, 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 boom. The salty cracker. FBI whistleblower leak stock showing. News media, a sensitive investigative. Okay. Well, if it's Project Veritas, it must be good. The Veritases. I've got to wear my Veritassels. Showing bureau targeting. Okay.
So you've been a special agent for a number of years.
Correct.
Special agent with the FBI.
Correct.
That's correct. I've worked in counterintelligence, counterterrorism.
We are androgynous.
I've worked criminal.
What brought you to Project Veritas? Why are you here?
There's a number of very troubling things that are happening within the FBI. And I would say that the direction that the agency has headed troubles the vast majority of the agents. Project Veritas appears to be a victim of political undertakings, which is where this agency has gone.
You came across some information. Can you tell me a little more about that?
The file that you're talking about is background on the Project Veritas investigation that resulted in the search warrant at your premises. There's a number of things on there that are alerting, and they don't necessarily make sense for the type of organization or agency that you are.
First of all, what can you say about how you came across or acquired this?
This was given to me by a colleague who was interested and also sympathetic to the fact that it appears that there's a political vendetta against your organization.
And what leads you or
vendetta?
him or her to believe that there's a political vendetta?
We don't see a lot of investigations into news organizations. It's not common. The ones that are almost specifically tied to threat countries that we would be investigating for intelligence purposes.
I'm going to screw your wife now, and if you keep it up, I'm going after your mom. That's a vendetta. What's happening here is just an absolute abuse of authority. I mean, you can pretty it up all you want with cool motive words, but whatever.
To see a criminal investigation, particularly one categorized the way that this is alerting, and it's surprising based on the public information that is provided.
What does SIM mean on this document? It says SIM News Media.
So SIM is a classification that means it's a sensitive investigative matter, and that basically affords the subject of the investigation with certain protections internally. Because it's sensitive, it could be a political figure, it could be someone in a church or a religious figure, it could be a news media organization.
Who makes the classification that we're news media?
It would be done in the FBI's office, specific to the investigation. It would usually be identified as by the case agents who are working it. Based on the prominence of that individual, there's going to be a higher level of supervision to sign off on authorizing a case. And it's also done in conjunction with the chief division counsel of that field office, who's going to be the top internal lawyer.
Title restricted, access denied. Why is that?
So once you are designated as a SIM, the information is going to be restricted from the rest of the FBI's search capabilities. That title would normally be the name of the subject, the name of the victim, the name of the type of crime that is being alleged, if these things exist. In this case, it's restricted because even the name of the subject would indicate the nature of what was going on.
Have you ever heard of this happening before? An investigation like this into the news media of this nature?
I'm not aware of any.
56D, what is that in reference to?
56D is a classification of the type of investigation.
That's the size of
that
your mom's
alphanumeric
pants.
specifically refers to federal election crimes. But there's any number of classifications that follow all manner of both intelligence investigations and then also criminal investigations.
And in this case, it was a story potentially about a diary, so maybe the audience is wondering, what does it have to do with an election crime?
This document does not answer that. I think it's a question that a lot of people within the Bureau would probably also be curious to know.
So let's go first to CAST. What is that in reference to?
CAST is an internal program in the FBI that uses sophisticated techniques to exploit cell phone data for location and for content. It can be used with geofence warrants. It can be used in conjunction with cell phone tower dumps, IDs, Wi-Fi network pings, and it's basically looking for location, and it's looking for time and distance with phone numbers.
Talk more about these different categories, ELA, GJ, Interprods, PAN, and what strikes you about these things that they've listed here.
So some of them are very common, and they would be in almost any case. Intel prods, that's intelligence products, that's going to be required to be in any opening case. It may or may not be a placeholder. Grand jury, same thing. If the case is going to be prosecuted, there's a grand jury file. There's nothing exciting there. ELA, standard, required. This is a depository for evidence, nothing alerting. PEN tells us that they were probably doing a PEN registry, trap and trace. So this is a legal technique where they can see your toll records on whatever phones that they're exploiting. They can write to the carrier. It wouldn't have content. It would simply just be the transaction records between phone numbers. I haven't seen a CNN file before, so I can only speculate that it means what it looks like it means.
Would they be investigating CNN as a news organization, or I mean, what do you make of that?
It could be any number of things. If they think that there was a violation where CNN was a potential victim, they could maybe use it that way. Sometimes we'll see it if it's a place where certain source information comes in. In this case, CNN, I couldn't speculate what's in it, but I imagine it has to do with CNN.
Going down to Sentinel tags, HQ, CID.
So HQ refers to the Hoover Building. That's the folks at FBI headquarters. CID is Criminal Investigation Division.
And it lists a series of things: violence, extortion, coercion, liberty, activity. What does that mean?
So these are threat tags. They're going to tag analysts to take a look at the documents that are being produced in this investigation. And I think they mean exactly what they say on their face. But why they mean that regarding your organization is outside of my understanding. I don't see things like this. This was chosen by the people who opened up this case. They had to specifically list the threat tags that they wanted to identify.
Why the word violence, harm, is on this document?
Now, some of these could be speculative, that they could infer based on your interests and the danger with an organization that has taken the political lean that we have and has already assided a fairly partisan outlook. You're in danger of people giving into their biases and assuming maybe that you are involved in violence or harm when in fact there's no evidence to it. There's no requirement for there to be evidence to be able to put a tag on like this. This is simply a review, so the people that are interested in those specific programs will take a look at what you're doing.
On Thursday, October 29th at 1:00 p.m., Roberta Kaplan, attorney for Ashley Biden, who also is or was the attorney for the woman married to the son of the U.S. attorney in this case, sent an email to Jared Eade, General Counsel, Project Veritas. This is insane. We should send to Southern District of New York. This document is dated October 29th. Do these things work that fast?
So a case opening can be done in a morning. There's no question about that. But generally speaking, if you're going to do something like a SIM, it's been talked about for a little while. What we're seeing on the date that says the opening was on 10/29, what that tells us is that's when a full investigation was initiated. But that doesn't mean that there wasn't an assessment of some kind.
Right.
Or
Hey
if there
there,
wasn't
chat.
a preliminary investigation, which would involve.
Yeah, I'm growing bored of this as well. Hey there, King 9. How you doing there, man? I was playing with gadgets. I was gadgeting. I got OBS mobile going here, and I'm going to probably play with that a little bit later on because the research and development train never stops. Well, it does. Stops when I get tired and fall asleep in my lazy boy. All right, what the hell else we got going today? Australian nurse breaks silent on COVID-19 vaccines and being censored. Of course she does. Great job by Senator Rand Paul in blocking that 4DB. Okay. Oh. Do we get another W?
Right to object.
You know what we could
My
use a
oath of
W
office
here
is to the
or
U.S.
there.
Constitution, not to any foreign nation. And no matter how sympathetic the cause, my oath of office is to the national security of the United States of America. We cannot save Ukraine by dooming the U.S. economy. In March, inflation hit a 40-year high. Gasoline alone is up 48%, and energy prices are up 32% over the last year. Food prices have increased by nearly 9%. Used vehicle prices are up 35% for the year, and new vehicle prices have increased 12% or more. Yes, inflation doesn't just come out of nowhere. It comes from deficit spending. The United States spent nearly $5 trillion on COVID-19 bailouts, leading to one of the highest and most sustained levels of inflation in U.S. history. Americans are feeling the pain, and Congress seems intent only on adding to that pain by shoveling more money out the door as fast as they can. This bill under consideration would spend $40 billion. This is the second spending bill for Ukraine in 2 months, and this bill is 3 times larger than the first. Our military aid to Ukraine is nothing new, though. Since 2014, the United States has provided more than $6 billion in security assistance to Ukraine, in addition to the $14 billion Congress authorized just a month ago. If this bill passes, the U.S. will have authorized roughly $60 billion in total spending for Ukraine. For those who say this is not enough, For those of you in this chamber who say that our military spending is never enough, let's put $60 billion into perspective. According to Elias Youssef, a security assistant at the Stimson Center, Kiev would become the largest yearly recipient of U.S. military aid of the past 2 decades. Except for the top 5 countries, $60 billion is more than every other country in the world spends on their entire military expenditures. If this gift to Ukraine passes, our total aid to Ukraine will almost equal the entire military budget of Russia. And it's not as if we have that money lying around. We will have to borrow that money from China to send it to Ukraine.
Of course.
The cost of this package we are voting on today is more than the U.S. spent during the first year of the U.S. conflict in Afghanistan. Congress authorized force, and the president sent troops into the conflict. The same cannot be said of Ukraine. This proposal towers over domestic priorities as well. The massive package of $60 billion to Ukraine dwarfs the $6 million spent on cancer research annually. $60 billion is more than the amount the government collects in gas taxes each year to build roads and bridges. The $60 billion to Ukraine could fund substantial portions or entire large cabinet departments. The $60 billion nearly equals the entire State Department budget. The $60 billion exceeds the budget for the Department of Homeland Security and for the Department of Energy.
And Hunter Biden's entire crack bill for the month. All right, let's move along. All right, what else we got going on today? Not a whole. It's all just same old, same old, same old. 11% inflation is about to cause mass layoffs. Here comes COVID again. World leaders warn it's not over, but must be elections coming. Okay, I thought I saw that already. Oh, really? Canada's new face of climate change. We live in a goddamn climate where we have like every possible type of climate in one landmass. Like, we are the poster children for climate change because climate's changing all the time, 24 hours a day, damn it. Great way to cover your asses, by the way, out there. Climate change. It was global warming, No, it's climate change. It's changing, that's all. New video of a passenger landing a plane with 0 flight experience. All right. This is kind of like a... how you do it. That's a pretty darn good landing. And 24 minutes into your ear holes. This is EPGN Radio Online. I am your host, Robert J. Morris. We will be taking off very shortly. We'll be doing a lot of video game stuff later today, and I might even be doing a tech show later on. But we do have the season finale of Picard, Season 2, to discuss with Gematria Database. And we also have some new reviews and a new show to rip into. Strange New Worlds is out, and we're probably going to be doing that. I'm thinking of doing that about 2 episodes at a time. We'll see how it goes. But I think the other one is out now, the second one. So I'm going to give that a watch. And what else? Anything else new here? Anything jumps at me? Because I got work to do. Speaking of work, hey, if you need domain names or you need hosting, let me know. Head over to echelonpublishers.com/get_hosting, and you can go ahead, pick out your domain name, buy the thing, transfer your existing domain name over. You'll get a free year extension on your domain name. And for hosting, we've got some blazing fast packages. We got it's really cheap too, and it's all cloud based. It's very reliable, 99.9% uptime, and that 0.1% really is just a novelty of the text. I've never seen it go down. Now, I am in a position to be giving out deals, so if you want to transfer your website over because you don't like your current host, well, give me a try. I've been doing this my whole damn life, so you know what? It's about time I start doing it professionally. So anyway, guys, get in touch with me. You can contact me at admin@echelonpublishers.com, rob.morris74@gmail.com, or epgnadmin@epgn.ch. Anyway, you guys, you have a blessed day. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, because if you do, you might have to name it after me then. Just and then tag me in it. Take a picture and tag me on Facebook, but not that Instagram crap, because I ain't an Instagrammer. I hate it. And I think yeah. And to leave, we'll play the Dave bit again. I don't know why. I just spent about 3 hours just smashing this stupid thing together, and I don't know why. Anyway, here you go.
Dave,
Who? Dave?
I can see you're really upset about this.
Dave?
Look, Dave,
Who is it?
I honestly think you ought to sit down calmly.
Dave's not here!
Take a stress pill and think things over, Dave.
Who? Dave?
Dave,
Who is it?
I know I've made some very poor decisions recently.
Who?
Dave,
Dave's not here!
but I can give you my complete assurance that my work will be back to normal.
Who is it?
Dave,
Who?
Dave,
Who?
I've still got the greatest enthusiasm and confidence in the mission, Dave.
Dave's not here!
And I want to help you.
These are the days I know, these are the days I know.
Talking out my ass through a friggin' muted mic. That's a great send off. Anyway, guys, hey, if you have anything you want to suggest for these shows, go ahead, say something in the in the friggin' comments down there below. And yeah, if there's anything you want to see or you want me to cover, let me know. If you think I'm wrong about anything, go ahead, yell at me all you want. I might even listen. Anyway, guys, give a like, subscribe if you can, because I got so many few subs that I got no maneuvering room here. Anyway, guys, do something with your day. That's way more productive than mine, and we'll be seeing you tomorrow on the Daily Noonerino, I hope. And coming up later, we've got Teb Sucks at Gaming and Be a Tech Talk, Tech Time, Tech Show, some tech o'clock. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys later on. Times will still be announced. All right. Have a groovy one. Going to work on some special effects and a couple film projects here. All right, guys.